Brenda. Welcome to my channel, the Empress and the Sun Tarot. Today we are just going to do an energy reading, then we will get into some free readings. We hope everyone is doing well today. We are going to use the Romance Angels today, Celia says. So we hope everyone is having a really good day. It is a Monday, so I was on Taurus time, so we'll start when Celia's ready. So we hope everyone is having a good day. So you kind of get all settled in, and then we will get going. So hi Rachel, I am doing great. How are you doing today? Hi Elin, how are you doing? It has been a week that everything has gone direct. So how are things going with you? Yeah, Rachel, we're working on that every day. We're definitely doing that. Meditate. Or are you meditating? Over the weekend, Dave and I did one of the online Esther seminars. Thank you. I'm feeling really good today. Dave and I have taken up Dave used to bike a lot, and then we'd kind of gotten out of it, and we biked some this weekend, and it felt really, really good. So we are going to start putting that back in our daily routine. So we are really excited about that. So this is just a general reading. It's hard. I know sometimes with that. Honestly, the other day, Dave was having a really chaotic day, and we're like, if it's going that bad, you need to meditate. And he's like, I don't have time. And I'm like, that actually means you probably need to meditate more. How many times have you heard that? So honestly, and then his day was just chaos. But we did a lot of grounding stuff. So honestly, yeah, like if you have like a lot of chaos going on, honestly, if you take time to like just do the Celia eye exercise thing, or like take a walk, riding the bike. Oh yeah, well, Rachel, I have learned that you go through everything on your spiritual path to be able to help other people. I've had, so many different things happen on my path, but that's for me to have all the references I have now for when I'm given messages. It'll like different situations and thoughts pop into my head. So if you have trouble, you can always, work on your breath, count different intervals. And honest, absolutely. And you know how you actually do that, Rachel? You want me to tell you the best way to heal anybody? Be happy. The happier and higher your vibration is, everywhere you go, you emit a higher frequency, and that affects everyone around you. So honestly, because like I said, Dave and I were listening to the Abraham yesterday, and she's, we've listened to a lot of things online, but listening to it, yesterday was just, we listened to it yesterday, and it was just like such a different perspective. And like, she's no longer talking about the law of attraction. She's talking about how to tweak, those little ups and down period, Rachel, it must be better than you think. You found me today, and I'm in a really good vibration today, and I know I saw Divine Cancer said, they're in good vibration. So, even sometimes, Esther calls it that step 5 moment, as, when you're in that contrasting thing, before you get that other thing, everything is a bouncing off point. If, things aren't great right now, no, you're asking for more, and that's putting that out there for you. So, honestly, she tells Dave his mission in life is just to be happy. His North Node is like 5th house Pisces, and like he has such a hard time in like finding what happiness is. So just know everything's a bouncing off point, and sometimes we have lower periods because you're just putting more out there in, things more for you to want. And if you're somewhere you're not at, you know where you want to be. Honestly, she'll have him just say the word happy until it makes him have a smile on his face sometimes. So try that. Celia says, sometimes even just that simple thing of saying happy, like, okay, good morning, Shanae. How are you doing? Sending you lots of love. I totally lost where my track was. Oh, you can say the happy thing, and and then she gives him a piece of chocolate. So, because chocolate makes me happy, so it makes him happy as well. We are just going to do a general read quickly, and then we're going to get into some questions. How are you doing today, Shanae? How are you doing, the doll-faced diva? Yeah, but today's, it's a Monday. We were having a really bad fight one time, and like literally she had me get 2 pieces of chocolate. And I gave him a piece of chocolate and I ate a piece of chocolate, and she made him say happy till he got in a little better vibration. Because even if it doesn't take you all the way to happy, it will raise you from where you're at. So just she's always about the, say hi, the happy thing 10 times. Hi, the princess. Hi, Pooja. How is everyone doing today? Hello, Amy. How are you? Yeah, but like the meditation thing, like I've really had to kick it up lately because it seems like there's, been a lot of stuff going on. So we hope everyone is having a fantastic day. I'm good. It's 9:40 for me. I know it's really early for you, Shanae, right? Like 6:47. I like to we have a hot tub that we manifested. So I actually like to go sit in the hot tub, and I have been meditating for about 7 years. So, and connecting with Celia really easily. So almost as soon as, unless I have a lot of resistance, almost as soon as I close my eyes, I can connect with Celia. Some days are more difficult than others. Just saying. So we're going to see what's going on in love this week. The children card. And with that, we feel like, Celia says, looking for my Chiron paper, because she said it's right here. That children card reminds me of, Chiron and Aries, which is where it's at right now. There's Chiron. That's the key where it's on your birth chart. Celia says that's really the key to, your inner child healing is finding out where your Chiron is. Because, for that, she's always about that inner child energy. And then we get the attraction card. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So, have you taken a look at your Chiron? I'm going to actually post a link to another Chiron class by the end of the day, Celia just said. So, because we are going to do it she said mid-February. So we are going to post it today. Oh, see. Rachel, you're going to have to sign up for my class. Celia says we are... She says we're posting it today. We've done some of the stuff to do it. And then we're going to get a little guidance on that. And Chiron is in Aries. It is moving forward. Chiron is Aries. It is about stuff that happened. It's going to trigger you stuff from your like really early childhood life, like elementary school time. Like she says like 0 to 10. So like things that have happened. The card that came out with that is the 5 of Cups. What energy are you holding on to that? Sometimes it's a small thing. Like my mom said I was breathing too loud, which caused me to really work on being a shallow breather. And that really affected me and, my self-esteem and some other things. And that happened, when I was like 4 or 5. So it's just like things that have really been imprinted, I feel like, coming up about early childhood. So I feel like it's definitely a time of reflection of that. What energy from the past are you holding on to that no longer serves you? Yeah. She says, what are you holding on to? Because with that 5 of Cups, a lot of times with Dave and I, especially in this deck, it's about, are you focusing on the wrong thing? Are you focusing on, what's not working for you versus focusing on what is working? Because honestly, what's working right now is like this. We're on this ascension path. We are definitely like, Celia's like, are you meditating? Because like we are working every day on this. When you were in a high vibration and you spread that energy around, yeah, that past pain and trauma, that's where your Chiron is. That's the wounded healer. Like that is such an important aspect to heal. Because that goes back to family karma, because there's the 10 of Pentacles, which for me right there, that's about, the family legacy. And that's, you can heal that family legacy both ways. When you work on the family karma, that ripples both directions. It goes to, like your parents, your grandparents, your ancestors, and your other family lineage, as well as your children, your grandchildren, your great grandchildren. It ripples and affects and heals your whole lineage. So and it's definitely a time, yeah, putting it down, putting that burden down, and deciding to live this happy life. I hear the glamorous song in my head. So that life that you truly deserve. So that life you're trying to attract right now. So we feel that's a beautiful message of today. So we want you to focus on, where are you focusing today? And take a look at where your Chiron is, because that past life thing we feel is like super important, because you got to sometimes drop that rock, because it doesn't serve you to carry it around. Dave and I are all the time coming up with things of how does that how does that serve you? How does that serve you? Does that affect you, in a positive way? So Shanae, can we get a reading for you? So he says, we always love when you join us. And Dave and I are talking about vacation planning for maybe April. Out that direction again. Get the trust card and past life relationship. So I think Celia wants to give another message. So we're going to do that. Shanae, how's your love life going? Celia says. She says here, we're going to get nosy. Is there someone from your past coming back? And my chimes are going crazy. So, that's my mom. That's grandma. The chimes, grandma. They're going crazy. So, you get the trust card. This situation is calling for you to have faith. So, no, everything happens for a reason and in the right time. I did, but we've had weather. I was actually telling Dave I was going to get it in the mail today. Because we kind of had snow. And I try not to drive. So Chanae, we're also going to get some yeah, but did you hear that go crazy out there? That was Grandma Shanae. Every time I say something and she really agrees with it, she like dings the bells. You get the 6 of Pentacles, the Temperance card, and the King of Swords. My guidance for today is to make sure that your relationships are having reciprocity and make sure you're really being balanced in your energy. Don't give your energy to somebody that's not giving you reciprocal energy back. Um, if somebody's kind of being King of Swords, like all up in their head, I know all about that because Dave is definitely that energy sometimes. So if that energy's going on, just know call in Archangel Michael and ask for some assistance on finding that balance. I mean, truly, if I don't have, I've gotten really where if I'm not having reciprocity in a relationship, I'm kind of having to let that cycle go and know something else is coming. So, but I feel like this is a brand new cycle in love for you, Shanae. So he says, make sure that one of the things that you're really knowing is your self-worth, because that helps that reciprocity. But really, that looks good. But trust in that. And then it's safe for you to love and heart-to-heart conversation and the chemistry card. So we feel like who's the new guy, Shanae, or the guy from the past? Who has piqued your interest again? Because you get past life relationship, which doesn't have to mean current, definitely, you've known each other before. That's like, twin flame energy, past life, definitely a karmic energy, someone you have a karmic contract with. So the princess, so you said, can we get a card for you? You got the trust card. So if that is something you want, Shanae, Celia says, write the story. Like, I've had a couple of weird dreams lately. And this morning I went and sat in the hot tub for like half hour and meditated. And like I woke up before those dreams ended. And so you told me, I am able to write the end of those stories. Because at first, neither one of them were headed in a good direction, as in my dream. But she said, you can tell a different story. So I told Dave my endings to those stories. And we decided we like those better. So, if that's something you would like to pursue, write it down, write the story how you would like it to be. As you know your self-worth, that other person will treat you, that way. We teach people how to treat us. So, but you got the past life card and that. So I feel like there's definitely some, energy there. Meditate. So he says, are you meditating? Are you meditating? Yeah. Are you meditating? But we feel like if that's what you would like to manifest, you can easily do that. Like she's like, write it down. Like with my stories today, like, okay, I'll tell my one today. I woke up and me and Dave were in a different house and we had a hot tub, but I woke up and the hot tub was gone. And I'm like, somebody stole the hot tub. And I woke up to that. But when I changed my story is the hot tub wasn't there because Dave was getting us a newer updated one. So it's just in changing the story. It doesn't have to be that something bad happened. It wasn't there. It doesn't mean that something bad had to happen to it. It's just maybe it was changing into something else. So you have the ability. She had said, that's why I did that today. So I could tell that story. So we could, literally you have the opportunity to write the end of the story. How would you like it? We like that. We like doing it. It felt so good for us to do it. So to change the way that story was ending, the way, that rabbit trap got in my head, that wasn't serving me at all. I was like, Dave's like, you really must love the hot tub if you're worried about somebody taking it, when I first was telling him about my dream. And then I'm like, here, I decided I'm going to have a different story about it. And so I made it something else. And if that relationship is something you would like, write that story about it. Write the long term. Where would you like to be with him in 5 years? Where would you like to be in 10 years? Write your own story. You're a very powerful manifester, for sure. Yes, because when you focus on somebody like that, they can feel your attention. And when you take it away, they can feel it. And when you're feeling better about yourself, you are more romantically attractive, which is what, like that first reading was saying, as you embrace all of this, you can have as you embrace it, it raises your vibration. And as you raise your vibration, people are going to treat you better. So we think that's fabulous. Keep working on it. We send you lots of love. Me and Celia both. So we are going to get a card for the princess. You are very welcome. Thank you for joining us. The princess, what's going on? Why are you not in communication? So he says, hold on, we're going to do this. We're going to do a little of this today. She says we have fun when we do this, so we're going to do some of this. And the princess Celia says, that message for Shanae was for a lot of people. Sometimes it's better in a heated moment for somebody not to respond, to take some time and do some healing. Maybe whatever you said really hit home for him. And maybe he felt like you said it out of anger. And do you still feel the same way you felt when you sent that text? Or are you in a better vibration? Because Celia says, how do you feel about him? Go into your heart space and feel without any of that negative stuff. How do you feel about him? She says that card right there. He was in a negative vibration and you joined him there. Never a good place to go. Yeah, she says he was just in a negative vibration and you joined him. I know, I do it with Dave. Dave gets in that negative vibration and I try to help and then it takes me there. And then you know what happens? I get so mad because then I'm separated from Celia. I mean, honestly, Dave knows that because like he can do that. Like if I go to his vibration, like it separates me and I don't do good being separated from Celia. I much prefer her to be right here. you know. So she's like, you be happy and be in your heart space, and ask your higher self to have a conversation with his higher self. Yeah, you don't have to because you get that trust card and that soulmate, that past life card. So he's your twin. There just needs to be a little healing energy. I think it will. What is that pattern that caused you to blow up on him? Maybe take a look at that pattern. Where else has that pattern been in your life for that, that situation to happen, as you look at that pattern and heal that pattern, he's going to come right back. So I would really literally, Celia's like, look, gain some enlightenment on what's causing this heartache with you. I feel like you've had something from she said we have that, it's Aries energy right now. Chiron's in Aries. That is about stuff from our early childhood. And where is your Chiron? Is it in Aries? Mine's in Aries. So like, it's like literally sitting right on top. Mine's 12 degrees and it's sitting right on top of my Chiron. So I'm like daily actively working my Chiron. Celia says that trust card, you have to know, right where that energy is with all that. You have to have that trust. If you believe he's your twin and everything's going to work out, sometimes people need you. Like Shanae had said, she took her focus off that person and now they want her attention. Same thing. Even though you're not in contact with him, you know what? You're constantly still thinking of him. And every time you think of him, it sends him a little energy blip from you. So he knows you're thinking of him. So, yeah, she says, so, he knows you're thinking of him. So, but if you feel a little different now than you did then, you both had time to think about it, and it wouldn't be, he's probably really hurt and he probably has abandonment issues too. I know I have them. I know Dave has them. So, it's something we've definitely had to work on, definitely. So, you can go out. What about friends? Go out with your friends. It doesn't have to be a romantic thing. Go out with friends. If you would like, she said you can always, go to some kind of group to do a fun activity. She's like, not a support group. Go to like a fun activity of something, you would like to do. Like, yeah, she's like, that's not the energy. You don't want to bring that third party energy, but like do something that you're interested in, like a painting class or a yoga class or something to get you out to occupy some of your time to go, focus somewhere else, something that will help, a meditation group or, find something that will inspire you in that direction to really help, work through things. But she says do something, that's going to work on building you up, not anything that's going to, not be of the highest vibration. Rachel, are you still here? So you would like to give you a message. You are very welcome. But just, work on, so he's like, find something to help work on raising your vibration because you got that sun card, which for me is the happiest card in the deck, which tells me, everything's going to work out. Oh, the Princess Celia says this coming, I think, weekend, we are having the full moon in Leo. Full moons are about releasing. And she says you are trying to control the how and the when and the where and everything on how this is happening. And the universe is so not, it's never on our timetable. So maybe when you go to one of those classes or whatever you're inspired to go do, you will meet somebody that that will change something remarkably on your path or something happen. Everything is for a reason. I don't know. You know what? You can always reach out and ask him and say, hey, I've really been, thinking about you. And I still have that, funeral where you're going to be able to reach out to him, start a conversation. Thank you. We got some new hot rollers and I'm trying to work with it. It's not making me happy so far, but thank you. So we're working on it. But she's like, reach out. Don't, just because your last words were in anger doesn't mean. She says, here's a good question for you. We love this Abraham one. Do you want to be right or do you want to be happy? And how would you feel if he had sent you that text? If you were in a negative space, it would have sent him that negative energy. So maybe talking to him a little bit can, move that energy right back around. Because honestly, it's still right where you left it in those words of anger that you sent to him. So, because the energy kind of stays right where you left it. Like it or not. Yeah. Choose the healing path. Reach out. Be happy. Be happy. Pooja, we will get a card for you. You are very welcome, the princess. Celia and I's intention today is to, be the light. We are working on raising our vibration, so we are looking to do that with everybody else. So, as you raise your vibration, you're going to attract better into your life. Just promise I know from experience. I went from resisting my spiritual path and fighting it to where it pursued me, to where now full surrender. I'm like, here, before I come on, Celia, let me speak your words, to the best of my ability. So, Pooja, we're going to get cards for you and in situation. And the cards you get are the Seven of Swords and the Knight of Wands. Gaining clarity about this. Pooja, how is he kind of being in and out? We don't like that. That is not good energy. That's like him kind of, we feel like he's like causing you a lot of confusion. Are you just sitting and waiting for him? Are you like, okay, I'll just do whatever and wait till you decide to do whatever and come back? Are you waiting? Because your spiritual path is knocking, and until you really decide to step forward and see that the gift this separation is offering you, it's not, you're not going to really see the blessing of it, or that offer to come back. So he's like, look right there, she's like, your focus is on the wrong thing. You're sitting there waiting, which is telling him it's okay for this behavior towards you. And we don't think that's okay. We do not think that's okay. And we think that you deserve so much better. So he likes you in that energy. He's not treating you like that queen that you are. Is he coming to you correctly like in that queen, or is he causing you to be in this little bit of Five of Swords? But we feel like it's your spiritual mission is causing you, is knocking. Sometimes you have to walk away from that. If like he's not even walking, he's like, so he says, look, he's not walking, he's running from that shit. The light has been shined on it. He's got clarity about what he wants to do, and he is running towards shining. Like that's like you shining your light. You like the Knight of Wands is like that in and out energy. Sometimes for me, it's also about you getting out there and shining your light and finding your own happiness. But like we feel like there's a gift trying to be offered to you through all this that you're not paying attention to. So maybe sit back and meditate and ask, what am I supposed to see of this situation? I think it's saying walk away for now and change your focus towards your spiritual path. We feel like you're a powerful healer, Pooja. Are you doing any kind of healing modality or anything? We feel like you're supposed to be doing something. The universe is trying to give you that gift. That's, are you looking at the gift of where you're supposed to be shining your light? Maybe you should look into some of that. Pooja, do your hands get hot when you touch somebody? Are your hands hot? Like when I touch somebody, I can feel like where they have an energy block. Yeah. All that's tied together. You definitely have a healing energy. Reiki is a very mental game. It's a very mental process. So you have to, really, have that mind-body connection. So we feel like you should look into some kind of modality of healing. And we feel like that's going to really push you forward. Keep focusing on that. But yeah, Celia's like you're some kind of you have some kind of healing ability. Hi, Great Quartz. How are you doing today? Hi, Miss Vic. Hi, Cat Lover. Hi, Alex. Divine Cancer. We hope everyone is doing well today. We ask everyone to please like and subscribe and share and comment below. We are giving 2 free readings away on Saturday. We're doing the drawing live. For to enter, you have to be drop a comment below a video. So, Great Quartz. Okay, Great Quartz. We're going to get some messages for you about your brother. We feel like he's doing that as a defense mechanism. We get the 3 of Swords, which is some heartbreak. So, how is your relationship with your parents? Great Quartz. And how is your relationship with your brother with the parents? Sometimes, sometimes that can really be affected. How other people treat you. Yeah, Celia's like, how is your relationship with your parents? We feel like it could be part of that. And maybe is he having some dark night of the soul? Because we get the 9 of Swords, which for me, that's a lot of chaos. But, maybe this is part of his awakening path. Oh, then it's completely about your parents. That energy about that. Like, he's like... Yeah, that's completely why. It's completely about your parents. About that, how the relationship is with your parents. And honestly, your relationship's that way because that's part of your spiritual path. Something that you have to heal. You get, the Hermit, this Star, the Judgment card, and, the Knight of Wands, which is about, you beating your own drum. Maybe he wishes he could be more like you. I still feel like that's some jealousy there. That's like maybe jealous of your freedom and not being tied to that energy. Like you're at a much, like the cards over here I feel for you are all majors and the cards for him are minors. Like, and those aren't good minors, the 9 of Swords and the 3 of Swords. That's a lot of heartache and pain. That's not a good feeling. Like, I feel like so he says, just keep shining your light and doing your healing. And sometimes it's not about you, you healing that relationship with him. Sometimes you are meant to have space from people to do some healing work and for them to do some healing work. So, he says it because he knows it hurts your feelings. It's a trigger. He knows that people are that way. Don't let it hurt your feelings. Next time he says it, say, yeah, I got a big brain. How about yours? Looks like you got a pea head. So it's all in the perspective of it. But if he says things and you let it hurt you, it's just causing this to you. But as soon as you let that like not affect you, but yeah, like she says, keep shining your light. And yeah, you got a big brain in there. And you're very connected. So don't, she's like, don't. As soon as you don't let it bother you and you like good about it, like not like you're beating down on yourself, but like where you were just like, what you say doesn't matter. You were saying something hurtful. That's a reflection of how you feel about yourself, because that is true. That is a reflection of how he feels bad about himself. So he feels he has to beat you down. Because people just treat us the way they feel about themselves too. Was there any like teasing and stuff in your like childhood? Oh, but we feel like you do want his approval. You want his approval. You do. When you decide you don't and it doesn't matter and you stop trying to pursue it, and take your energy completely away from him and be like, I'm going to actually put my energy towards the people that, want to build me up in my life and really focus on, I like the people that build me up, and spend more time in that energy of the build up and focusing on that. And then, and just let that kind of drop out of your immediate vibration. Just change your focus. But so he says, how was your childhood? Did you have like confrontation, or did you get along really good as children? Are you doing something that he may be jealous of? Because we feel that Three of Swords and Nine of Swords is definite like jealousy. And you can also write a different story, so he says, about that, write how you would like it to end. Like, I had dreams, I didn't like the way they ended, but you know what? I have the opportunity to manifest. Look, so I had the opportunity to tell a different story. I was given that opportunity for something that I wanted that was much better, by making the choice to choose a different story. So you can choose, my brother treats me this way, or tell how would you like the story to end? Like with the hot tub, I decided, instead of somebody took the hot tub because Dave was getting us an even better one. So, because that's what Dave does. So, it's all about, what story are you telling yourself? Like, that's truly, every time you think about him talking about the size of your head, just hurts you, and just is like, it hurts you. It hurts. Because you know what? That has worked for him in the past. He just does what's worked for him in the past. And like our parents are really bad about teaching us that if you guilt your parents enough, they will get you whatever. And you don't have to let that happen at all. Like, they just train you away from your inner being of doing what, instead of what you want, doing what they want. Now I know that. That's why when Macy comes, I've learned to be the best cooperative component. Thank you, Miss Vic. No, most people are only worried about their very own perspective. They're very 3D, and sometimes we just have to, send love to that person, but, doesn't mean you have to have daily, interactions with that person. You can send them love, I love him for, and think about some of the things from, when it was a good part for a relationship with you. And then like, go in that heart space and send him a little blip of love. I know sometimes we don't get along. I like that at one point we were able to get along. We are getting along a little better sometimes. Sometimes it's getting better. Sometimes he can see my point of view and just work that energy to where you would like it to be, What have you accomplished in your life that he has not? So he's like, what have you accomplished that he hasn't? What are you, yeah. Hi, Elin. How are you? Get a general for you. Elin, how is your back feeling? Celia says. She said, how was your party? Because we get that King of Swords. So you are very welcome. You get the King of Swords. Get the Ten of Wands, the Lover's card, and the Knight of Swords, and the Seven of Swords on the bottom. Elin, what's going on? Celia says, what happened at your party? Was your person, well, you get that energy, which is kind of walking away. Well, one person's walking and one person's running. And then you get the Seven of Wands on the bottom. But we feel like this is like, that person's not really communicating. He's kind of sitting there. He may be getting those internal messages, but he is not communicating. And I think that's because he's pulled his energy back from this completely because he's, yes. So he says, make sure you're being balanced and grounded. Are you meditating? And we feel like it's a push for you once, are you meditating? Are you doing some spiritual practices? Because this is a new opportunity. I feel like, that's my Celia card. My guide's trying to talk to me. I feel like your guide's trying to talk to you. I feel like they're trying to guide you towards this energy, which is not this energy. I think it's saying walk away. I think the universe is trying to give you a brand new gifty. I would take that one. Yeah. I feel like your guides are trying to talk to you. I would meditate some because I feel like they're definitely trying to guide you in a different direction. Miss Vic, are you still here? Celia says, yeah, like we feel like you're like, that's my Celia card. So I feel like your higher self's trying to talk to you. did you have a question or would you like a general? Celia says, what would you like today? It's snowing. Great big snowflakes. Because there's like Emperor energy trying to come in for you, Elin, and that's like super good. Like, that's like my Dave energy. Is something in love going to come my way in the next 2 months? What would you like? Oh, we have winter here for about 5 or 6 months. Sometimes it's snowing by Halloween and it'll snow all the way till like sometimes in April even. So like we get snow so much. So Miss Bick, we are on and off, like, and then some days it'll be like 50, but today we're supposed to be getting like a big cold front. Like, we're hopefully staying on the part of it's going to be snow and part of it's going to be ice. So we are staying in the snow part, hopefully, which is better than ice. Miss Bick, I think something is coming because you get the 4 of Wands. You know, that is that twin flame card. As you, are you being in your queen energy? I think how's your heart chakra doing? I feel like Celia's saying work on some heart chakra stuff. There's some shit you got to let go of. Like stuff that's like buried deep in you, like from the past, from your childhood. Something that as you heal it, you're going to shine your light about it. That is that card. Because that was that card. All this is the underlying energy. So we feel like I would work on some stuff about your heart chakra and feel like, see, why is your heart kind of blocked? What are you holding on to from like, and you know, Celia says, you know, childhood, because, you know, Aries is where Chiron is, and that is about early childhood, you know, so. I am posting a thing by the end of the day about the next Chiron class I'm going to do. But like, we feel like that. And once you figure out and have the aha moment about it, you're supposed to shine that light and share, you know, whatever you're learning to heal it with other people. Like if you're using past life regression or, you know, whatever you're doing, shine that light. Like when I worked on my Chiron, it really like was a huge factor for me. In fact, Celia says it is the key. So we are working on the Chiron every day. So she says, where is your Chiron? But look where that wound is, that's caused this heart chakra blockage, that, you know, disconnection, because that person's very disconnected. But you know, in him, if you look, he's definitely having that, you know, heart chakra activation. Somebody's, you know, energetically reaching out. That's not in the physical yet reaching out. That is energetically. That is, you know, the Page of Cups can be about communication, but I feel like this is energetic communication. Because, you know, somebody comes to us energetically before they come to us physically. So you could be getting some telepathic messages about something changing, somebody coming back. You know, we talked about that other person. So Celia feels like, you know, you have, you know, a couple of 7s here. This is a 7-year. It is about being divinely guided. But she says, you know, whatever it is you work on to heal this and find out as your aha thing, that you're really supposed to help, you know, shine your light and, you know, help guide others. You know, there is, you know, she's still working on it. She hasn't got it all figured out. She's not to the 10. She's at the 9. She's at the end of the cycle. but she's, helping to shine her light. And we feel like that's always important to do in this twin flame journey, because she's like, you get, the overall energy is that twin flame card, the 1111 Four of Wands card. So there you go. So she says, work on just being the happiest you can be. Focus on raising your vibration and really work on unblocking your heart. Your Chirons in your birth chart, you just have to know your time, and that is the key. We did a class. We're going to do another class. So you said we're posting it today to do it in like 2 weeks. And that, like, healing my Chiron has really, like, totally, like, changed my life. Like, my Chiron's about communication and, speaking my truth, and look where I'm at. So every day I'm working on my Chiron. Yay, Beatrice. Let's see, with Tipsy Tea Leaf on Tuesday. We are definitely interested about that. Alex Celia says, how was your weekend? You are very welcome, Miss Vic. Yeah, work. Celia says, do that work. Because as you open your heart chakra, it allows that other person to connect. Seven Sisters Live. Beatrice, tell me more. Celia wants to know. She's like, let's hear about it. Very good, Alex. Would you like a message? Celia says. Mine was really good. Dave and I listened to an Abraham Now seminar and heard some new things. She's talking in a little bit different way. We've been trying to manifest. I want to go on a cruise. I want to do the Abraham cruise. But actually, we were wanting to do the one cruise, but she's got another cruise. So I might want that one instead. So everything in the perfect time. So we were working on that. Yeah, Dave has some resistance to the whole cruise idea, so we have to apparently do some energy work on the whole cruise thing. Okay. Dave and I have some tie to Greece, so we are both interested in going to Greece for a little visit. So neither of us have ever been. Actually, I'm working on getting my passports because Dave wants to do some international travel. So I got my paper right there. I need to go file it. That sounds very nice. Yeah, so I'm really excited about it. It's like a 10-day cruise. You start in Rome, and then it goes to several places in Greece, and then Malta, and finishes in Spain. So, yeah. So Dave really would like to go. So we're working on manifesting it. So we're like going to do some other Abraham seminars, because I was like, I want to go. I want Celia to talk to Abraham. I'm excited for that. So Okay, Alex, we're going to get a message for you. Did you have a question or just a general? Oh, I'll take a general. Okay. Yeah, so I would like to go. So we're working on it. I was telling Dave, I was like, well, she's got one in Phoenix. We could go back to Sedona and go to the one in Phoenix. So we'll see. Alex, you get the Four of Pentacles. What are you holding on to, or what's holding you back? For manifesting all your dreams. She said you just got to gain a little clarity about it, because sometimes that Five of Swords is about chaos and conflict, but in that one, he's kind of looks like he's like, aha, I've got a little clarity. Oh, fear. You got to let it go. You got to let it go. Eight of Swords, fear. You got to let it go. Move on to calmer waters. Do some healing. What are you having fear about? Because you're carrying that rock and you got to let it go, because the Ten of Pentacles is right there. You can go from the Ten of Wands to the Ten of Pentacles by healing that energy. She's like, what are you afraid of? All you got to do is tell the end of the story. I was telling about, I had a dream about the hot tub. Somebody took it. I was like, Dave, somebody stole the hot tub. But then I woke up, and then so when I meditated, so you said, tell a different end of the story. So I told a different end of the story. Five. Alex, there is nothing to be afraid of. Everything is always working out for you. Everything. So he says, 10 of Cups right there. Everything is always going to work out for you, Alex. You have to have faith. My granddaughter has a great ability. You know what she's learned to do? She points when she wants something. She's like, I want that. And you know what? Me and Pep will get it for her. Pretty much everything. We are great cooperative components. And that's what Abraham says we have to do. All you have to do is point and say you want something. And then let it go and let the universe do step 2. Step 2 is the universe manifests it. Step 3, you have to say, okay, I have to receive. Are you open to receive all the things you want to manifest? Because like that stability for you is right there. That commitment with the Hierophant, it could be right there as soon as right how you would like the story to end. How would you like the story? Yeah. Oh, Alex, we have a question. Where is your rising sign? What's your sun and what's your rising? We've been having like this, all this astrology, different stuff come up with me and Dave. So she's like, what is that? What house is your sun in and what house is your rising in? Like she's put some really stuff together with Dave this weekend randomly. So we're like, here. I don't know, but we'll see what she's got to say. So Alex, you feel really good when you're grounded, which is sometimes hard to do if you're focusing a lot on your spiritual path to feel grounded. I know that I have a lot of earth energy in my chart. So when I'm not, when I'm doing a lot of my spiritual stuff, sometimes I have to really focus extra on the grounding part of it. Because Celia says, look, you have Taurus and Capricorn. But that rising is about, the things you value and how you value yourself. How do you value? We're dying to see what house that's in. A beautiful new love, Beatrice. How about that? Oh, your rising's your first house. Oh, very interesting. On your Taurus. Especially that Capricorn in the ninth house is you have to learn how to have that that affects like a lot of your learning and your guy. Alex, do you get a little when you like are learning something new, do you like put all of your attention into that, whatever you're learning new? Is that how yeah. So you saying it's about, how yeah, like she's like you put like everything in that and everyone sees that. That's you want everyone to see how hard you work. Right? She's like you want everyone to see how hard you work. And you really value that because that rising energy is, what we value. And oh, you really value what other people think of you. Alex, do you think you have to work hard? Do you think you have anything worth having you have to work hard for? Do you have that mindset? You want to know how I know Dave has that whole mindset? You have to work hard because he's got a Capricorn moon, which is like his internal dialogue. But with it being in the sun, it's what you show everybody else. That's one of the number one advices I tell Dave and my daughter. I'm like, don't care what anybody else thinks. Like literally, when it doesn't matter what they think. Honestly, it doesn't matter. Yeah, but I feel like you have to work really hard. Like Dave feel like anything worth having you have to work hard for, or he feels like work hard, play hard. And I'm like, I'm teaching him to do or to be more than do, to like relax. Yeah, literally, I agree, Beatrice. Don't care what anybody else thinks. That's like, yeah. You don't have to. Like, yeah, like you really don't have to. Like, you could point and have it like, you can. She's like, yeah, you can have everything you want. As you see, she says your self-value, because that Taurus in your first house is what we project to ourselves. And people treat us based on how we feel about ourselves. And so for you, like, oh yeah, don't put pressure on yourself. Like just, you want to know the best way you could worry about what other people think of you, how happy you are. Be happy. Like, be happy. Like Celia's like, the best thing you can do energetically for anything is to go somewhere and be happy. Like Dave thinks he has to work hard sometimes. The other day we're like, stop, take some time, meditate. Wouldn't do it. But yeah, be happy. She's like, be happy. Happy, 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 happy. Literally, she'll give Dave a piece of chocolate and tell him to say happy till he's happy. Surprisingly, it works so well. So, yeah, but you have a lot of earth energy. Okay, here's something for you, Alex. What degree, what year were you born and what degree is your sun sign? Oh, he's a Virgo, so that's definitely all about doing the work, the daily work, hard work. You have to work hard to have anything. You don't. And Dave even has like his south node is like Virgo, so he has that like so ingrained in him as well. That you got to really work hard. Alex, have you ever heard about a progressed sun? Celia says. I don't know why, but we're going to talk about that right now. Like, because you change a little bit of that out energy. like my Taurus is my sun is at 11 degrees Taurus. So at 19 19 years later, every year your sun progresses 1 degree as a progression. So now when I turned 50, my sun went into 0 degree Cancer. I went into 0 degree Cancer, and 5 days later I met Dave, like in person. We met in person. 5 days later. I had no other real like water energy a lot in my chart. But as soon as my literal like sun progressed those degrees, like I went into Cancer. Dave is also currently in his progressed sun in Cancer. So like it really made a big change on that. So Sylvia says, also look at where your progressed sun is. Sometimes that gives you like when that all happened, I'm like, okay, what the hell just changed in my life? Because like my whole life changed. Like everything about my outward life changed. Like I started living with Dave. It was just everything changed. She's like, everything, everything changed. Yeah, she's like, everything changed with that. So she's like, look and see, where your progressed sun is. So Beatrice, can we get a message for you? Celia says, thank you for your help. Yeah, but like literally, like my whole like life changed as that. I could see the change in it. So I don't know. But she feels as you look and you really feel your self-worth. That's what you project out there, because that's how you value yourself is what you're going to project to everybody else. So you are very welcome, Alex. We send you much love and light. Oh no, Beatrice, you know what that means? It's time to get a new one. Time to go shop and something else to buy. It's never a bad thing. It's done its work. It healed what it needed to heal. It's done its work. So he says, get a new one. What kind of an amethyst necklace, Beatrice? And did you want just a general? Yeah. Was it like a cut stone? Like I had one that I used to wear a long time ago. That was that my daughter had got me when I really began my path early. And then I have another just a raw amethyst. Was it a raw one or a cut one? Oh. Yeah, she said it had probably just done its work. Like, it's just time to get a new one. It had used its healing power. Sometimes with those things, like I will plant them out in my garden just to like put them back to the earth. Yep, just time to buy something new. She's like, just time to get a new one. So we are getting cards for you, Beatrice. We are excited about the cards for you. Quite the manifester. We get the Empress card. And the reciprocity. Are you knowing your value? Because Celia says, you know what? The energy you put out is the energy you're getting back. Are you being guarded about your energy, Beatrice? Are you putting boundaries up? Are you blocking the manifestation that's trying to bless you? Because it's going to be really, really good. Part of your spiritual path. It's really going to bring your ships in for you to be the guide you're meant to be. Beatrice, are you doing that on your own channel or is that on someone else's channel? Yeah, because we get the lovers card, so she's like, move those up. We're not done. So we're gonna keep going a minute, Beatrice. We have a little more underlying. Is this new person is that new person on their spiritual path? She says you got to do your own. You have to, like, it's trying to bless you with exactly what you want to manifest. You want to manifest that. It's trying to do it. Are you open to it coming in? Like, she's like, are you open? What are you doing? She's like, what are you doing? and is this new person on the spiritual path? Yeah, she thinks you're supposed to do your own channel. So he's on the spiritual path with you. I feel like he's going to walk this path with you. And bring you much happiness. Yeah. You need to learn. What do you need to learn? Celia says. She's like, what do you need to learn? Yes, we feel like that's going to go really well with that person. The Sun card is always good. We love when you get the Empress and the Sun in the same reading. She's like, we like that. Cat lover, what does my spiritual team want me to know right now? Cat lover, you getting woken up in the middle of the night? That's, that Nine of Swords card, and this one is like my 3 a.m. card, getting woken up, getting some messages. Are you dreaming about your person, cat lover? Are you thinking about them? Because in this card sometimes it's more about passion. Do you get up thinking about your person? Because if you are, it's because you're having an actual you're getting like telepathic communication from that person, we feel like. So when you wake up at that time in the morning, ask the universe what it's trying to tell you. Ask. She's like, ask what, what's it trying to tell you? And Beatrice, Celia says when you get it up and going, we definitely want to do a live with you. She said we could do some fun stuff together. Yeah. We feel like you're getting communication in like the 5D, some telepathic communication from your person. So, but ask, what, what message are you supposed to be getting? What do you know? You can always do some like automatic writing or something to see what kind of, messages your guides are trying to wake you up and give you in the middle of the night. And also, when you're dreaming about that person, it's like I had my dream, how would you like that story to end? So, you can make that story end as I woke up and that person's not there, or hold on, back, as Abraham says, back. I want to tell it a different way. I think I can do it so much better. So, Kaysen, can we get a message for you? Kaysen, did you have a question or just general guidance? What would you like? I have been having weird dreams and was trying to figure out what it's been meaning too. So yeah. But they kind of have been ending abruptly. So just like just tell the end of the story how you would like it to be. She told me I'm like right on the edge of like lucid dreaming to where I can actually control it while I'm in the dream. So that's what I'm practicing now, getting to where I can control it. So we invite that from everyone, try. How would you like the stories of your dreams to end? And then trying to figure out like weird things are happening. So I'm like, okay, what does, how does that relate in my life to what I'm, what's going on and what I've been healing? And, I had a dream about something and I thought it was something not good. And then I'm like, well, maybe it's about letting go of something versus the loss of something, in the way, so yeah, I'm just having ones on like new messages. A lot of times I don't know. I've been like the last week has been a lot of dreaming for me. I don't normally. That's really good, Beatrice, that you're connected with him. So, Kaysen, we're getting a message for you. We get the Chariot card. Kaysen, how's the studying going? How's the online job of applying for a teacher going? How's your brother? She's like, how's your brother? Because in this card, that King of Cups is kind of like sitting off to the side and kind of got his leg up and maybe overindulging. Or so we think things may be going to move forward with your brother. I think it's about a karmic pattern because there's Saturn, behind, which is definitely about the karma. The Three of Cups, the Page of Pentacles, and the Five of Swords and the Ace of Wands. A new opportunity. How's the job thing? Celia says, have you heard anything about the new opportunity? We think whatever the new opportunity is, it's going to move forward really quickly. We feel like this is part of Yeah, we feel like that's kind of like, is he doing a little bit of partying or indulging in some type of way? We get that kind of energy. We feel like you're going to get maybe a message in the physical about it that's going to give you a little bit of we feel like you're going to get we feel like you're going to hear something that's about that's going to be a new opportunity for work. Definitely. It's just going to write that story on how you would like it to be. Oh, yeah. So he says, write the story how you would like to see it, like the dreams, you can write the end of it. We feel like he's at this stage right here, and may even be a little like in and out, which is just all about the whole karma, that inner healing that needs to be done. He has to take the steps to want to do that because, there is something really good that's, how are his finances? Because we get the 10 of Pentacles. Is he really like spending a lot? Does he have it to spend? Is he spending like your parents' money? Sometimes that's like legacy money. I feel like he's like total dark night of the soul, and it's just going to take him some time. But we feel like the work thing's going to go well for you. She's like, the work thing's going to go well for you. Those are pretty good cards. She's like, here, look, those are pretty good cards. We'll take all those for the new job. So just be patient. And with that as well, tell the story how you would like it. I would like it to be easy if it's meant to be. That's the best one you can tell. Make it easy. If this is meant for me, make it easy. Yeah, if it's meant for you, make it easy. That's some of the best advice we can give. But yeah, definitely a time where like manifestation can be happening so easy, like when you're in the vibration of whatever it is you want to manifest. Manbur, spirit messages. So he says we're switching decks. Beatrice, we hear you want to be a tarot reader full time. Is that true? So he says, is that true? I'm going to give you the best advice I could give you, Beatrice. Up in the right-hand corner of your page, there is a little thing that says create, and you can push that, and you can upload videos, or you can go live, and you just have to start posting them. As you do that, you grow your channel. Mine's growing. That's what I'm trying to do, grow full-time. I'm blessed right now. Dave's given me the opportunity to spend my full-time focus on trying to do this. So, and in doing that, you have to realize you are only going to be able to do it when you're in balance. Like last couple of days, I've had some stuff going on, so I wasn't in the best vibration. So if I'm not in the best vibration, I'm not coming to read for anybody. So as you work on your vibration, just know that sometimes you'll have to just take a break if you're needed. But we agree, just she's like, push the button. We agree she should do her own. Like Celia's like really, really strong on that. Like I can't move on to where like you really need to do that. She wants you to know your value and have faith in yourself. You know what I do before I come on, Beatrice? You know what I do? I say, hey, Celia, I want to share your words and have fun. So Really, that's all you have to do is have the intention of you want to, share your guide's message and have fun. Like we want to share Celia's message to the best of our ability and have fun. So, yeah. Like when it gets not fun for me and it starts getting a little chaotic, you know what I do? I say, I'm going to take a break. I'll be back. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow. Because, she's like coffee and cards. That's always been, just girl talk, or, not even necessarily girl talk. Just the morning chit chat, Celia's guidance. Ask. Ask. Have you meditated and ask? Like Celia gave me like song references. Like I heard something. Yeah, I got like, it's funny when I cut my cards and I do the Father, the Son, the Holy Ghost. Celia resonates with me as the Holy Ghost part of that. I don't think I've ever mentioned that before, but like yeah, all you have to do is ask and put it out there. If you put it out there, you have to ask. And then, but honestly, what I would do, a lot of times what I do to get messages from Celia, before I meditate, I ask her a question. And then I meditate and she gives me the answer. So literally ask the question first before you go in and say, my intention with this meditation is I would like to learn the name of my guides. Guides. Celia is my main guide. She's very prominent at that. But Celia is also a collective energy. She, Dave will say sometimes I'm given advice as one person and sometimes it sounds like a little bit of another because overall it's collective energy. We are all part of the collective. So when we go back to source, we just blip back into that collective. So, but she's like, just ask. You'd be surprised at how easy it is. Because literally, I've only known her as Celia like the last year before. It was always just my higher self. But like when I see, like if I'm in a place and I'm just like in my own head and kind of focused, I can literally see the energy. I see energy. So I can see Celia's energy like, and know when I can feel her like really close around me or, or if I don't, I can call her in and see, her energy come in if I'm, calling her in. So, I don't even remember who we were getting cards for because she apparently still wants to talk to you, Beatrice. She's like, we're still going to work on this, which is fine. Oh, Mamber, it was you. Yeah, and sometimes she just won't move on till I get like the whole part of the message and she's got, to say what she's got to say. So we are moving on now. So Mamber. Oh, you get the Magician card. And the Ten of Swords. Is there a situation in your life that is leaving? Like rather quickly? Yeah, it feels like there's a situation in your life that's leaving. You have manifested. You have manifested that whatever is leaving. Is it a person? Yeah, is it from with that moon? It almost makes me feel like mother energy. How is your relationship? Who's the female energy in your house? Who's this Queen of Pentacles energy? causing a lot of dark energy, bringing dark energy. Oh yeah. I was going to say with that moon, is it your mother? There's going to be some transformative energy because there's the death card and then the emperor card, which is, I feel like you stepping into your power, which we feel like when you're manifesting this change, which is going to really transform your energy into something really good. So we feel like the move will be really good for you. The Seven of Cups is like, in this one, sometimes it's about making that choice, but like that person's not making the choice. Like it's the choices right there. So we feel like it's definitely an opportunity that's going to bring you into a lot of balance, be really grounded, and really move forward with that Chariot card and the Ace of Pentacles. So we feel like that move will be very good for you. Lots of positive. She's like really positive. A good move. Yeah. Phoenix rising. What changes and blessings can I expect in the near future? Okay, Phoenix rising will get a card for you. The Ten of Wands. What burden do you need to put down? Because, you know, in this Ten of Wands, she's like holding one wand, shining her light, and she's got the other 9 like thrown over her shoulder like it's effortless. Like she's like, look, I'm just going to shine my light in spite of this heavy burden I'm carrying. And are you doing that? Are you shining your light? Because I think some new clarity is going to come when you just decide to really shine your light and decide what action you want to take with that. Because it's going to be really financially stable for you with the 9 of Pentacles. And then you get the 9 of Cups, which is that wish fulfillment card. And the bottom of the deck is the 2 of Swords. So you have to make the choice to shine your light. How do you feel? Like that's solar plexus card for me. So how is your self-worth? What is your self-talk? Like, are you shining your light? Do you go out of your way to, even if you're not feeling the best, to try to build somebody else up? Are you working on raising your vibration? To know that everything happens for a reason, and sometimes we feel we're really burdened, but sometimes even if we're burdened, we still need to shine our light. And just make that choice to take that step towards the positive. I feel like it's part of your spiritual past really calling you. Yeah, I think it's telling you you got to get out there and shine your light and share your message. Why aren't you talking to people? You know, that 10 is the end of the cycle, but like she's got all that stuff she's learned up on her shoulder, and she's like, here, I'm going to go shine my light now and show everybody. And I feel like it's, you know, what have you learned on this twin flame journey, Phoenix Rising? Are you sharing that? Because, you know, everything me and Dave learned, you know, we're always up for sharing because we, you know, that's what something Celia's really prominent about is, you know, sharing what you learn. So are you sharing what you've learned about this path on the healing things? You get what you focus on. All you have to do is focus on the positive, you know. Are you spreading your message? You know, you can go on and do a TikTok thing and not have any of the people that have ever followed you before on that and start a new TikTok and do little blurbs of guidance messages and share your message. And it doesn't have to be tied to anybody that's on any of your other social media. Oh, Beatrice, you're seeing energy too. It's just seeing energy. Dark energy, you ask it to leave. You're seeing a bleed. Beatrice, what I understood about it is you see a little bit of a bleed through of that fourth dimension when you're seeing a little bit of that dark energy. But Phoenix Rising, so he says right now that's the energy you're in, and until you're ready to, you have to be the one to make the choice. But you get what you expect from people. If you aren't liking what you're getting from those people, be around different people. I mean, I know when Dave and I go through things, I like really pull my energy back and just focus on me and Dave. But also in time, I know I have to get out there and I have to share my message and share what I've learned. Because, as you're coming to other people to, get messages and guidance, are you sharing that wisdom you're also obtaining? Sometimes the best thing we can do is decide that I'm going to go out and I don't care what anybody else thinks. I'm going to go out and I'm just going to be happy today. Like me and Dave, we can choose to try to dim our light because other people aren't happy that we're shining our light. But that doesn't benefit either of us. So you know what I've decided a long time ago? I'm me and I'm going to just be happy. Anybody can like it or not. I'm going to be happy. And that's what you got to just choose to like go out there and like with that card, she's like shining her light and just being the beacon of light. Because wherever you go with your energy, you like Dave and I will go to different places. And so he says we go to those places so we can drop the energy there. Like do a little, we do our little love bombs there. We, kiss and we hold hands and we just, share our energy in those places. And really that's a good thing maybe you and your twin should do when you go out. You said, you're talking to go out. I put myself, I have the intention of having a bubble. Ask Dave, when we drive, we get like a 1/4 mile bubble around us. And that's just kind of my expectation of I have protected my energy. So before, like, I have a piece of, let's still be on my other desk, a witch's broom. I carry I have my little bag of stones. I carry protection with me all the time. Like I make sure my energy is protected. And you can always ask, the archangels to help, with your protection. But Archangel Michael's really good. Archangel Metatron is really good. He's over the twin flames. Ask him to put your, when you're out, to put you in a magical bubble. Dave and I are out. We hold hands. We are sharing our light and energy. Wherever you go, you leave your energy signature. You want that to be as high as possible because we're trying to get to ascension. That is the ultimate goal, to raise the overall vibration of the planet to everyone, be in an overall better place, a happier place, a more peaceful place. With that one, I think I am actually I'm gonna take a break. So I might be back on later. Everyone have a good day, and if nothing else, I'll be back tomorrow. Bye.